Welcome to the incredible story of Juan Garrido, the first black conquistador, a man whose journey began as a young boy in West Central Africa and led him across the Atlantic to fight alongside the Spanish conquistadors in the New World. This is a tale of resilience, courage, and the quest for freedom as we follow Juan Garrido through his numerous expeditions and encounters with the unknown. Born in the Kingdom of Kongo in the 1480s, the details of Juan Garrido's early life remain shrouded in mystery. Sold to Portuguese slave traders as a young boy, he was baptized and converted to Catholicism in Lisbon. It was there that he adopted the Spanish name Juan Garrido, which means handsome John. At the age of 15, he left Lisbon and traveled to Seville, where he joined the Santo Domingo convoy to the Island of Hispaniola in 1503. Juan Garrido was among the earliest Africans to arrive in the Americas, likely traveling with a Spaniard named Pedro Garrido, who may have been his master and Christian namesake. Although Juan later claimed to have arrived in the Americas as a freedman, it remains unclear how he gained his freedom. Some speculate that he earned his freedom by participating in the conquests of present-day Puerto Rico and Cuba in 1508. The Spanish government, seeking to convert the native populations to Christianity, allowed conquistadors to take treasures, land, and slaves. This policy provided Juan Garrido with the opportunity to join the Spanish invasion as a soldier, fighting as a black conquistador alongside the Spanish against the native warriors. As a result, he and other armed auxiliaries of African descent enjoyed certain privileges, including land grants, special recognition, official jobs, and pensions. Juan Garrido's fascinating journey as a roaming African conquistador began in 1508, when he joined the expedition of Ponce de Leon in his mission to search for gold in Puerto Rico. After helping quell a native revolt in 1511, he continued on with Ponce de Leon in search of another treasure in 1513, which led to the Spanish discovery of Florida. As part of the entourage, Juan Garrido became known as the first African to set foot in North America, and some historians claim that he was the first African American in the New World. By 1519, Juan Garrido was already a veteran black conquistador, having participated in several smaller expeditions in search of gold. He joined the forces of Hernán Cortés, invaded present-day Mexico, and laid siege to the Aztec capital at Tenochtitlan. During the invasion, he witnessed the death of many of his fellow troops at the hands of the natives. After surviving the invasion and the conquest of Cortez's troops, Garrido helped collect the remains of the slain Spanish soldiers. Following the fall of the Aztecs in 1520, Juan Garrido settled on the outskirts of the destroyed city by the Tacuba Causeway, where he built a chapel to commemorate the Spaniards killed by the Aztecs. Today, this chapel is known as the Catholic Church of San Hipólito, located in Mexico City's Paso de la Reforma. For his service, Juan Garrido was awarded a dried-out lake outside the Aztec capital. He took up farming and cultivated wheat, earning the distinction of being the first known pioneer to sow wheat on the American mainland. However, his quest to participate in the Spanish conquest did not end there. From 1523 to 1524, he joined the expedition under Antonio de Carvajal to Michoacán and Zacatula. Upon his return to Mexico City, he was employed as a guard of the Mexican government and a city caretaker. Juan Garrido's personal life and later years were marked by continued service to the Spanish forces, even participating in his final expedition to Baja California in 1533. Although his expedition ultimately failed, Juan Garrido returned to Mexico City, where he settled down, married, and had 3 children. While living in Mexico City, Juan Garrido is credited with planting and harvesting the first commercial wheat harvest. Throughout his life, He was present in all the invasions and conquests of New Spain, yet these endeavors were carried out at his own financial expense without receiving a salary or land. However, this lack of compensation was not due to his black origin, as only high-ranking Spaniards were awarded lands and other benefits at the time. In 1538, Juan Garrido delivered testimony on his 30 years of service as a black conquistador, summarizing it in a letter to the King of Spain requesting a royal pension. He had hoped to receive some form of reward or benefits for his long and dedicated service. The letter reads in part, "I, Juan Garrido, black in color, resident of this city, Mexico City, appear before your mercy and state that I am in need of providing evidence to the perpetuity of the king, a report on how I served your majesty in the conquest and pacification of this New Spain, from the time when the Marqués de Valle Cortes entered it, and in his company. I was present at all the invasions and conquests and pacifications which were carried out, always with the said Marqués, all of which I did at my own expense without being given either salary or allotment of natives, repartimiento de indios, or anything else." The letter had the desired effect, as Juan Garrido was compensated with money and land for his services. Juan Garrido passed away in Mexico City around 1547, leaving behind his wife and 3 children. There is no record of how he died or what caused his death. His life, however, remains a testament to the strength and resilience of a man who fought against all odds, forging a path for himself in a world that saw him as less than human. The story of Juan Garrido, the first black conquistador, is one of determination, courage, and the pursuit of freedom. As a man who played a vital role in the Spanish conquest of the Americas, his journey from enslaved African to free black conquistador is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the desire to overcome adversity. As we reflect on the life of Juan Garrido, let us remember not only his remarkable achievements, but also the broader historical context of the transatlantic slave trade, which shaped the lives of millions of enslaved Africans transported to the Americas. By acknowledging the struggles and accomplishments of individuals like Juan Garrido, we can better understand the complex and often untold stories that have shaped the world we know today.